Hello. All right, it is time for writing. So, what does that mean? That means we need to have our writing utensils, our pencil box, and our writing folder with our writing inside and our lively letters chart. And if you printed out Mrs. Howe's drawing people helper, that would be a good place to keep that too, right in your writing folder. All right, let's begin this lesson. The Great Monster Hunt by Norbert Landa. The Great Monster Hunt. Nice title page. Big 2-page spread. I wonder what they're looking for. Here we go. Early one morning, a funny noise woke up Duck. It sounded like psh, psh, and it came from right under her bed. Duck was not quite sure what it was, and she was much too afraid to look. So instead, she jumped out of bed and ran for help. Early one morning, a funny noise woke up Duck. It sounded like psh, psh, and it came from right under her bed. Duck was not quite sure what it was, and she was much too afraid to look. Instead, she jumped out of bed and ran for help. Early one morning, a funny noise woke up Duck. It sounded like psh, psh, and it came from right under her bed. Duck was not quite sure what it was, and she was much too afraid to look. Instead, she jumped out of bed and ran for help. I wonder what's happening. Early one morning, a funny noise woke up Duck. It sounded like psh, psh, and it came from right under her bed. Duck was not quite sure what it was, and she was much too afraid to look. Instead, she jumped out of bed and ran for help. I don't know about you. I think this book is kind of boring. Let's keep going, I guess. Early one morning, a funny noise woke up Duck. It sounded like psh, psh, and it came from right under her bed. Duck was not quite sure what it was, and she was much too afraid to look. Instead, she jumped out of bed and ran for help. You know what? I think I quit this book. What is wrong with that book? Tell me. Yeah, it keeps saying the same thing on every single page. What kind of a book is that? You know, I know some kindergartners that kind of do the same thing sometimes. I'll start writing a book today, and then tomorrow they'll open up that book and they'll write the exact same thing on the next page. And they'll work on it and work on it. And then you know what? The next day, they'll open up that book and they'll write the exact same thing on the next page. Now, how fun is that? Not very. I kind of want to know what the noise is under Duck's bed, don't you? Who'd she go ask? We don't know. The book didn't tell us. So, when you're doing a Teach Me book, do you write the same thing on every single page? Think about it. Go through your books. Are you teaching me something new on every page? Check it out. If not, you're gonna have a book like this. Ah! That's no good. See, in my gymnastics book, I have lots of pages. I have a page where I'm doing a handstand page. I'm not doing it, but my girl like Skyla or Shannon Miller. So I'm teaching that gymnasts do handstands. Okay. Then splits. And then what's this page? I didn't get to this page the other day. Yeah. The other trick that I wanted to teach you about is that gymnasts do the balanced beam. Yeah, and I'm getting much better at drawing people thanks to practicing what Mrs. Howes has sent us. Definitely. I've even learned how to curve out my lines a bit and think about what is my body doing when I'm on a balance beam. My arms are out like letter T to help me balance. Yes. And my feet are going the same direction because I'm walking on a balance beam. Yeah. So, every page of your Teach Me book has to be different, or else you're going to end up with a book like this, and that's not so fun. Now, to be fair, this book is actually really, really, really good. And I'm going to have you read it today, listen to it today. But I just did that on purpose to show you that that's what it's like for me sometimes when I have to read kindergarten writing. It's not your fault. You haven't been taught that yet. So now you know. When you're writing a book, especially a Teach Me book where you're teaching me about something that you love, every page needs to be different. And you have to teach me something new on every page. Because if we have the same page over and over again, you just experienced what that's like. No good. All right. So, I promise you're going to get to listen to the rest of the story today. Okay? All right. You get to writing 20 minutes. Teach me something new in your book. Okay? We're on our second books now. But you guys are not ready to move on to a third one yet. You still have lots more to teach me. All right. See you later. Bye.